Hello guys, hello, I'm Normal Player Guy, and I'm finally getting around to doing this. This is going to be the tour for the AGL free-to-play Gohan that came out in December, and he had his Awakening and Easy A in January. I was a little bit harsh on him at the start, but I think he actually has a lot of use. We'll jump straight into a Goku Family Extreme Super Battle Mode, and we will talk a bit about him. So he has 2 key 158% at the start of the turn. We have him on the first rotation, thank God. So he has 2 key 158% to stats at the start. He gains 20% to attack and defense per attack and per super attack. So super attacks are the way to go. And he gets 58% on each. So that is a super attack would essentially buff it by 40%. So you would need 3 super attacks. So additionals would help. Otherwise, you are going to wait a few rotations. He also, against an Android category enemy, has an additional defensive buff of around 50% and also a 30% chance to crit. Also, on his first ever turn, he has a 70% chance to do an additional super attack, and those attacks will become crits. Now it's only a 70%, which is a bit wonky, and it's only once only, which is annoying, and also doubly annoying. His super attack effect only greatly raises attack, so it's not as if he's even getting defense into it. We are getting every single link, and we're getting, most importantly, the All in the Family, which is 20%. At this level is 18%. So we are at 146k with support. It's a 2 key 40% support. We ain't struggling for key no matter what. So the best that this guy can throw out at us is 146k. I put him in slot 1. He is absolutely doomed to die. However, I'm curious to see how well he can fare. So I'm actually going to pop. Now, to be honest, let's see what he gets with him. Oh, he actually loses All in the Family. If we lose All in the Family, we're down to 114. God damn. Right. Tell you what, we know he would lose in slot 1. He just won't cut the mustard with that defense. But let's see what his super attack is. So I'll tell you what, we will use a Nurse Chi-Chi just to survive the rotation. I'm not bothered about getting no item wins on this. This isn't for me. So we'll attack this guy. We'll keep attacking Kid Vegeta actually. And then who we have in the next rotation? We have Physical Esther. We could also attack Kid Vegeta, see if we can't get a stun. So everyone's running like Prepare for Battle and Shattering the Limit, which gives us 4 key between them. Everyone's getting a lot of defense from it, a lot of attack from it. Defense from All in the Family is up to 20%. I'm rocking around 16%. Mid-level links is about average. So we're able to see what kind of attack stats that he has. This is absolutely needed. That probably would have killed us, even though it is Tech Ultimate Gohan. So let's see what we get. Off the bat, 2.26. So 2.25 million. Crits, and with a 70% chance to do an additional super, there it is, up to 3.4. Okay, I tell you what, as a floater, free to play, and this is in Extreme Super Battle Mode, actually he laid down the law. I gotta admit, defensively, he's a wimp, so you do need to use items and build around that. We didn't get the stun, but he did just lay down 2.25, and it jumped up to 3 million. So that's just a 5 million with crits, but that's probably the best he'll get, right? Because that's it, his crits are over and his additional super attacks are over. Okay, so let's see what we're rocking now. So, we need to take him down and get him onto the next phase. So perhaps we just go complete full aggro. I was impressed on that, I was impressed. However, because it's gone by so quick, we're not able to see what his defensive stats are going to look like. But that was in probably one of the best scenarios going for him, because he had every single link with 2 key 40% from support. You know, that's really, really good. He can just be there as well, just to support others, just in ways of links as well. Oof. Wow, and I had type advantage. This guy, I think he has supered, so I don't think he'll super attack on this one. Oh, he's got the stun anyway, so we will live. We'd have lived anyway. And 6.5 from this guy, and we haven't even built the team around him. That's pretty good. So, we are entering the next turn. He is not finished. So now he has All but Kamehameha and Shattering the Limits, so losing a smidge of defense. That's all. And we are now at 246k, because what, he double supered, so he was getting 40%, so he was getting 20% per attack and 20% per super attack, and then he did another one, so that's another 40%, so we got 80% to stats, and he has one more to go to fully build up. If I stuck him in slot 1, we would probably... actually, would we? Losing that... Wow, losing... By the way, losing all... Oh, we keep all in the family. What is it? Is it Saiyan Lineage? Saiyan Lineage is losing us out on 20k defense. We'll keep this rotation. I'm curious, because if it's a super attack, we're dead. But at 246k is around somewhat you need to survive. So we'll see if we can get some same type orbs for a bit of healing. Maximise the most we can get. I tell you what, I've actually got a Sensor Beam. Let's pop a Sensor Beam. That would make things a lot easier. Let's see how he fares, because this King Vegeta hits hard because he's just an individual unit, right? So people... Oh, he's stunned. Never mind. 3.23. I forget about the stun. 3.23. So we started off with 2 and a bit, went to 3. 3.23. Fully built up 3.79. Are you kidding me? He did 3.7. That's just shy of 4 million. Quite quickly. I mean, this is all linked with, 4 links with support, and he was busting out the gate with over 2 million. And coming off now, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. I mean, honestly, I think I might have been a bit too harsh. If only the start first turn was just like, instead of like once only, it was just alongside a Goku family member. Well, which would, like, you'd have it so long as you have a Goku family member once only per turn. That would be better. That would have been way better. His attack stats greatly rose up. His crit only for the turn is great for the opening, but I kind of wish he had him, because it's only against an android does he actually maintain 30%. Okay, so let's see. Let's use... He is on the next rotation, so do you know what? I am going to pop a damage reduction item, because no one's going to be able to survive this round otherwise. I think I will go for the stun on Vegeta. Actually, 2 of you can actually get the stun. Possible you can, but you have a higher chance. Tell you what, we'll go for this. We'll try and get the stun on Vegeta. We'll keep getting the stun on Vegeta, because he's the only one who could take us down, and this is going to be a bit dodgy, but I have damage reduction item. Yeah, I did just pop that, so we should be okay for this rotation, even if... right, so first off the bat, my first impressions on paper, I was a bit wonky, I was unsure. I thought, it isn't great for a unit of this caliber at this point in time. But seeing it then, as a slot 3, if you use supported items around him, he's probably okay, right? I mean, he starts off with guaranteed crits. He builds up quite quickly. That additional built-in, that 70%. If you don't get that 70%, his stats aren't going to boost by 80%, so that's going to be not as great. Tell you what, okay. Mostly type advantage. We have 40% damage reduction. It is still applied. We have start of turn 122. We have the most important all in the family. So let's see how this fares, because we're probably not going to fare too well, especially if they're super attacks. We have a damage reduction, so this probably won't go all the greatest, but let's see, because we never know really. I mean, the damage reduction could work a bit better than we thought. I'm tempted, yeah. No, I won't use a Sensor Beam, he says. Okay, let's see how this fares. He should, he says, be okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, Vegeta got the stun. I keep forgetting about that. 86k, and that's with damage reduction. That's ridiculous. But again, he hasn't built up. Okay, so they're the normal attacks fully built up. So now we just need his additional. Now we need 1 or 2 more super attacks. We only need 1 more super attack, and he's fully built up. So the next time he comes back around, if we don't finish him off, it's going to be fine. Who do we have? We are hammering Vegeta, but I think this is where it ends for Vegeta with this type advantage attack. Let's have a look. So we just need 1 more super attack, So then the following one will be fully built up. So that'll be 2 then, realistically. So let's see how we get there. Tell you what, you do have to. He is back on rotation. Tell you what, let's make sure we survive. Let's pop a Ghost Usher. Make sure we get through this rotation. We will not go for the stun if possible, so we can take down some other people. Honestly though, I think Vegeta's probably going to be dead at this. Let's see. Okie dokie. Only 2 million for them. Wow, that's not a great showing. But then again, they need their 18 key and there's a lot going for them. Okay, so Vegeta's more than likely going to be dead on this. So we've just got 1 unit. I'm curious to know what it is. Oh, and he's stunned. This is going to be even better. Wow. Well, at the very least then. At the very least, we're able to see what their super attacks look like. So we have, again, pretty much everything. We have 35% support, pretty much everything but prepared for battle. 251k. 251k. So the only thing he's missing is just what? A super attack? That's it. You're stunned, and you're stunned. We might as well just keep this rotation, right? I might do this, just so we can go into the final battle with Ultimate Gohan. I'm curious. Okay, right, so let's finish off you. Let's try and get some same type healing. That's not bad. That's not a bad healing for 251k, 252k. Yeah, okay. So this might actually be an impressive attack stat. The stun options, by the way, from this team gives you an idea of how easy it can be to possibly attempt to know item it is just by using stun viability. But other than that, 3.88. Now the next super attack will be a proper showcase because he's fully built up. We have all his super attacks. So 3.88. So sticking with the same support and the same amount of links, he's going to be over 4 million. Over 4 million. You know what? Great opportunity. Great opportunity. We might as well just pop all these just for a bit of extra, right? Why not? Why not? You know, this is not often I get to see this. Oh, they almost finished. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, it's not as if we're going to get taken down. The insane amount of defense, we're going to do okay. The same amount of same type healing here, we're looking great. Okay, so I'm able to finish this. We enter the final fight with hardly any items used, using this guy who has been most impressive, and this isn't even his best setup. He can have way more defense and a much better crit chance against a Cell, which will be coming up in the next fight. So let's see, the final one. This is now, yeah, okay, so we're up against Trunks and Vegeta. There is type disadvantage, which will absolutely crush us. Let's see, how are we going to fare in this? I could use a Nurse Chi-Chi just to see how well, because he's going to die, there's no doubt he'll die. Actually, that's all links. Yeah, all links. 146k, so that's the best you'll get. We would die if anyone else went in, so I think another Nurse Chi-Chi just to try and build him up with super attacks, right? I think it's just going to have to be that way. We will strike down. Let's go for Vegeta, see if we can whittle them down. We are going to get a docking attack, but I doubt it's going to finish absolutely everybody. Not a chance. We will go for, actually, who's on next? Physical, STR, Tech. Okay, well, let's actually try and get the stun on Vegeta there. This could be a good one. Okay, yeah, no, so, yeah, so of course, even with all his links, even with support, absolutely would just get crushed. We won't get all of these, we'll save a couple of these. Don't want to absolutely waste them off. Then again, it's Ultimate Gohan, he's not gonna wipe the field, he needs time to build up. So fair enough. So let's see what we get here. We never saw that attack stat, it never popped up. Unless it's a crit, it ain't going to do anywhere near the amount of damage. Oh, tell a lie, Trunks took a bit there. Okay, so we need the 70% chance to proc, and then additionally we would want another one ideally. 2.26, so it's the same, that's probably the best deal it can ever be. Free to play, so that's probably about right. And then jumps up to 3.4, are you kidding me? Jesus. I mean, all these additional buffs that he pops in, Jesus Christ. He's getting 80% to stats and he jumps up to 3.4. I tell you what, free to play or not, this guy is epic. Seriously. I'm well impressed. I've changed my mind. There's a few things wrong with him. His super attack effect and his turn one only, once only deal. Outside of that, now his links are great. He's going to be supporting plenty of other people. No one is stunned, are they? No one is... Oh, Vegeta's stunned. So that just means we're just left with Trunks, Kid Trunks. Right. I'm going to attempt that. So we'll see... You know, we might as well see if we can finish off Vegeta. Well, we might as well hammer home with Trunks here in this one. We'll do that. And then we're not going to struggle for key in any capacity. Okay, even spread I've gone for. Right, that wasn't so bad. 3.4 million. Guaranteed crits for the turn. 80% extra to stats. So if you don't have... That's a wipeout. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. So if you don't have... if you don't have that extra super attack, that extra 70%, you're not going to be looking that impressive. Okay, well, I think we've seen a... Okay, so this is what we're going to run for versus Cell in the Android's Red Zone stage. I'm going to be rocking just pretty much the same team, except for a few more stacking units. We're swapping out Gohan support for the LR Goku who can stack. So we're going to be sharing a lot of links, like All in the Family, Same Lineage, and then a few of the key links. That's going to be the most important. So let's see how we fare. He is not going to arrive until the next term, so everyone's got a chance to actually get some stacks in, yada yada. So we're going to be looking okay here. This team purely exists mostly just to try and get super attacks, just to try and survive us to the end, right? This can get pretty gnarly. So throughout here, we will obviously see him in his best. I tried taking him into the most difficult content, of course, off, well, some of them, which is Extreme Super Battle Road, and that was Goku Family, to see how he fares. Across, like, Hybrid Saiyans is pretty much the same sort of deal. It's very difficult, it's very hard hitting, but of course, with supporting items, you can work out well, and he is able to put up quite some impressive numbers for a free-to-play unit, far better than what I initially expected. His 70% at the start of turn for that additional super does really need to work. But as I say, this team should just be able to stack. We got a few teams who can, well, yeah, no, it's basically we're just stacking. I could be using the Tech Super Saiyan Goku because he also stacks in his 18 key and he guards, but I've decided to go for this guy. Okay, so All in the Family Super Saiyan, we're not going to get that with you, so we'll have these. So start of turn defense now with the most important All in the Family. We are at 135k, and the team we're running is pretty much the same team, right? 180 plus 150, you balance it out, we're just on a flat out 170. He is, again, only on mid-level links, but that's just how it's going to go for us. We'll do this. So he's got the extra defense, that's why he's up to 135k, not down to, like, I don't know, just over 100k. So it's not too bad there. I'm going to put him in slot 2 because I don't know how well he can survive at the start. And we'll see here. So let's have a look. So start off, we could probably get roughly just over 2.25 million yen. It's probably what we're expecting, or around 2 million. We are able to stun him in this phase, that's nice. Only 1.7 actually, 1.7. We're missing a lot of links. We're missing, we need that extra. Oh no, we didn't get it. He did not get the 70% extra, so that sucks. So when he comes back around on the following rotation, he's just gonna suck. Ah, that's not great at all. I'll tell you what, we will go for a bit of a stack, because this guy, he stuns, which we can do in this phase, and he also greatly stacks, so we definitely need him for that. Go and be careful, you don't want to get in his 18 key, no matter how powerful it is. Right, I'm fairly confident with this team, so we should be good, at least until the final phase. So the final phase is STR. We are going to have type advantage for Gohan, but again, depending on his defense, even though he's going to have the additional, don't know if it's actually going to work out that much. I don't know how a couple of 100k is going to fare. We've seen it in Super Battle Road and he would get crushed. Even with items, he can still take quite a chunk of damage. Type neutral. Okay, he didn't have that extra at the start. We have 6 links this time. 244k. He'd be over 270 if he had that additional one. That's not bad. That really is actually quite good. Let's see. Again, auto supering because of the fact that he's got prepared for battle and shattering the limit, so either one. And he's also getting ki from some of the others. So that's pretty decent, right? I mean, we're solid enough in this. So let's see what he gets up to now. Let's see what shenanigans he's able to pull. So he's going to be competing with a lot of the other units up until a point, but we should be able to see at what point does he peak. So he needs a tech phase. First one was a tech phase. I don't think we're going to be. I don't think there's another tech phase afterwards. I think it's type neutral from here on out. Well, ultimately, again, this is okay for a red zone. It's more the last couple of phases, but Ultimate Gohan tanking that. Very nice. We didn't see what that attack was. It was 3.8. 3.8. So he's up to 3.8, and he needs 2 more super attacks to be fully defensively built. And he's able to tank that pretty nicely, those normals. So again, if you need to get help through this phase, definitely a team to do it. I'm not going to go for the win, but we'll see. Wow, that hurt a bit more than I thought I would have liked. Let's see. Yeah, go on, let's just do it. Let's just hit the guy. So, oh, a nice crit for 5. That's not bad. So we will go for some same type healing. That'll be very nice. Don't think they're gonna. Oh, they do actually link. Very nice. No, we'll do that for a bit of a stack, and we'll do that. Okay. Taking some damage at the start here. That's not great. Guarding units would be. Oh, and you can actually still apply the stun. Impressive. Didn't realise you could apply the stun. I usually run just a powerful or defensive build. Let's see. Eventually, you can settle into a groove. The same type orbs from all these stacking characters will allow us to heal up quite a lot. So you can strategically just play some orbs and be able to get a bit of healing, especially with Tech Ultimate Gohan and this into Goku. Yeah, that's not too bad. And an 8 million attack stat from the guest, who doesn't have half his links activated. Well, they made him powerful or not. Okay, coming back around now, he still needs a few super attacks. We now have 300k, just shy. We have this, we have what, 268. We need that link, we need that. Wow, 300k, 300k, and he's not even fully built up. And by the end of this, he probably would be. Who's got the most? Definitely you. See, these people, we are able to heal up massively. We got a bit lucky there on some of the orbs, I must admit. We were able to heal up quite massively, and that's helped us out quite nicely. And you're able to settle in a bit. 3.23, so I think we're going to casually sit at 3 million now. I don't really see this guy going to get any higher. We have a bit of support. We'll try and get on rotation for another 3 million. So double 3 million. So that was fully built up. 4 million. Oh, okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. So that was him fully built up. 4 million. So that was 3 super attacks. So you get, wow, okay. That was pretty good, and those crits came in real nice against this cell. Yeah, okay, and a double super from him. So quite a potent combination. These two are quite good. You have Ultimate Gohan for a bit of defensive support, and then he does build up. I mean, colour me impressed. He is of course against an android, but there are plenty of them around. You're not going to struggle too much to find an android. Who are we looking at? Who needs it more than... Wow, that Goku is right up there pretty quick. You can get the stacking then. You might as well go for the same type healing. Okay, yeah. So I'm impressed, I really am. Even not in this, even when it's against just outside of an android, I'm still impressed. He's able to quickly get up to 3 million. He can start off at around 2 million. He does need that 70% at the start of the turn to help him out. But honestly, I mean, 4 million touching around just under 300k defense, honestly, that's not bad, and that's without support. If we can get a supporting rotation on, I mean, the guy's going to be hitting close to 5 million. He isn't bad at all. Okay, to try and I mean, look at that, we're up to 330k defense. That is him fully built up with his extra, and he's busting out 4 million. Okay, let's see how he fares. Type neutral. This might be a great way to end the video, but if we lose here, we lose here. But let's see how he fares. Type neutral. 30k, that's honestly not bad. A casual 3.5 million, like just pushing that out there. What else does he have? He has an additional 3.8 million. So versus an android, he looks definitely more impressive. Here's the problem though. This is exactly the problem. He doesn't raise on super attack, meaning this is a one-hitter quitter. There's the problem, and that perfectly timed that well. We end the video. So that is the problem that we have in this. The problem that you have with these guys is here he is. So the problem we have is it's a solid unit, really decent unit. I'm much more impressed now just testing them out. But I was kind of right that there's a little bit wrong with him. Firstly, while he does lower attack and defense, that is only applicable in like Super Battle Road and has very next to no effect in Extreme Super Battle Road. And he doesn't raise defense of any caliber. He doesn't greatly raise attack and just raise defense by 30%. You know, he has some additionals built in, but he has a 70% chance once only. That should go down to at least 50%. For the rest of the turn, just so you can really stack in that damage. He's on some great teams, and you know, with all the family saying lineage, perfect battle, shouting the limit, you're getting like up to what, 20, nearly 30% attack and defense, if not more. I mean, well, that's at level 10. I mean, I am way more impressed with this unit than I ever was. But my problem is, like, that was his best case scenario, was against an android, and he was able to hit 300k, no problem. Taking normals, probably okay, but we would like some more super, because he didn't raise defense on his super. That 300k that he had could have been closer to 400, if not 450. We probably wouldn't have been one-shotted. That's going to be the problem with this guy. So he's mid-level, way more impressive than you think, but absolutely trash when it comes to the standards that we expect these days. So, but that's the thing though, is that's difficult content. You might find Infinite History and Fighting Legend events. You might find he's great as a floater in there. But just beware, he's only going to top out at a couple of 100k, 250k at max, unless you're attacking a cell unit, right? You're not going to get some great numbers. So there's a limit to how much. Like Gods of Destruction, he will probably be a hard pass. Infinite History, yes. Docking events. Some Fighting Legend events, yes. So I think I'll end the video there. We've seen him in difficult content, and he can hold his own, and he can have impressive units and impressive numbers. I am just blown away by how good he actually is. But as you saw then, there's more that could have been done. Okay, that's going to be the end of this tour for this guy. My next one I'll probably do is Grandpa Gohan, the SDR Strike Unit event. So the Super Strike Unit, but I'm going to do him alongside a very important Easy A coming up in the next campaign. But until then, thank you much for watching. I hope you agree with me and I hope you like this. And until the next time, bye bye.